so glad you could join me here today. Today we're going to do a nice little simple painting anyone should be able to do. Now let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While you're doing that, let me tell you what I got done on my canvas. I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double primed, and I added a thin layer of liquid clear. Now what I did was I blended a light blue, like I think it was phthalo blue and titanium white, and I mixed it with the liquid clear. That's why I got this nice little blue color going. And then I got a little bit of black and white to make a light gray, and I mixed it with the liquid clear. So that's why we have this going on. But rather than that, we can get started with today's painting. Today it's going to be a nice sunny painting. So get enough paint on the brush and just go crisscross strokes. And since it's a nice little light blue, I'll still add kind of like liquid white and have like an underneath tone. Just like so. You can blend out as much as needed. Just like so. Now, let's go into a little bit more phthalo blue. I like to kind of angle my strokes. So crisscross strokes. Okay, just like that, you have yourself a nice sky going on. Now, let's go into titanium white with that same brush. Now, let's come up here. Let's put in a nice big ol', kind of like a cotton ball type cloud. Like if there's smoke coming out, we don't know. I don't think it would be smoke because it's pretty white. It's not gray at all. But we can say that. But just by going in circles, you can do this. Just keep your brush kind of moving. Just like so. Gentle, gentle. Okay, and you have a nice little soft cloud with the sky. Now, let's come up here. Somewhere around here. Or, you know what? I always get ahead of myself. Let's build ourselves a nice little, like, rocky cliff. Just like so. The separator here is dry, by the way. Just go crisscross just to move that paint. And a little bit of on here. You can get those edges up going. just crisscross stroke to move that paint really. Okay, now let's go ahead. I want the look of distant trees on top of my mountain slash hill. So I'm gonna grab some more of that dark color, but with the fan brush, just a few indications, slight indications that there's distant trees. Like there's trees growing on there. Just like so. Same thing over here on the other side. Just like so. Just tap it. Tap and pull down. Let me load up my brush a bit more. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to load up your brush a bit more in order to see any results. Now, let's come up here. Let's decide. Oh, shoot. You know what? My bad. I think we need some distant trees to cover this up. And we can put some black in there. Doesn't matter. What matters is that edge, that how it looks on the edge and not in the center or whatever. Okay, just scrubbing on that paint. Just slightly pull up. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Let me grab a filbert brush. Let me go into some dark sienna and white that I had pre-mixed. And just simple strokes with your brush. You don't need crazy strokes. Okay. Just like so. Just a few little indications of highlights there. I want them to be subtle. I don't want it to be too much. Now, let's load up a bit more paint. Let's do that same thing on the other side. Whatever you do, it's like math. Whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other. If not, it's gonna look weird. You're not gonna be satisfied and you're gonna be mad at me. And I don't want you being mad at me. I want you to be happy. Enjoy painting and realize it's pretty fun after all. Now, this one I want in front, so I'm gonna cover the foothill there. Just like so. Just a few indications, subtle. Now, Van Dyke Brown, a little bit of Ivory Black. And just wherever you have highlights, you need to have shadows. That's the name of the game. You have to have shadows. Now, just block in some shadows. Just right there. Same thing for the other side. Just a bit over here too. Shoot. Just like so. Okay, let's go back to our Van Dyke brown white. You can pop some out if they get lost in that painting. But look at that. You have yourself some nice rocky mountains. Takes a bit more time with the brush, but if you master this skill, ooh, great things await for you. Because once you learn the brush, you can learn so many more things. Just going back and picking out a few highlight spots. Now, I want to fix up that edge. So I'm going to go into ivory black with that fan brush I was using. And just put distant trees in front of that. And that'll also help us indicate this mountain is farther back than this mountain. So just lightly. Now, let's come up here. Let's get crazy. We need land, don't we? So just plop in some land in here. 13 minutes. Just scrub it on, really. It doesn't really matter. What matters is you have that base color on. You can smoothen out those lines a bit. Now, I want some water over here. Some blue. Nice blue water. Okay, let me put that brush to the side. Now, let's go into highlighting our grass. Load both sides of your brush with cadmium yellow. And just keep your brush going. Once you stop it, you kind of stop your momentum. You want to keep that momentum going by continuing to tap. So just tap and don't stop. Just like so. Now just very lightly. tap, 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 and just go at it. Don't think about going back or whatever. You can go back afterwards. But for now, keep your brush tapping. I want to try doing classes in person. I think that would be fun. I don't know about you guys though, but I think it'd be a great thing to do. Little different style. So if I teach, the Bob Ross company won't tell me I need to get certified or anything, or get a lawsuit. Hey, you never know. Okay, let's pull some reflections in there. Just a few. Now, let's go ahead. Van Dyke Brown and Ivory Black. And just lightly. And some dark sienna and white. Very lightly. Let's add some water lines. Cut a roll of titanium white and blue. It could be titanium white. I just chose to have it with a little bit of blue from the cloud and everything. And just tapping in. It seems to be a few little water lines. Just like so. Now, let's go ahead. Let's put in a cabin. Let's scratch that cabin out first. Gotta scratch the paint off. Now, let's come up here. Van Dyke Brown and Ivory Black. Now, just like so. Right now, I'm not too worried about the shape. I'm worried about the shape, but not too much. It's not like if I go out of the line, something's ruined or whatever. Dark sienna and white, 19 minutes. Damn. Should have been able to do this in like 20 minutes and done. But it's okay. Gentle. Dark sienna and white. That's too light. Maybe even a little Van Dyke Brown just to tone it down a bit. Just a little bit here and there. I want it to look like an old barn old house. The old guy doesn't pay his rent anymore. You know what? I think it would get darker from there. Or more dull, I should say. So Van Dyke brown, white, and just a little bit over here. Hopefully you can see that show up on your screen. Some white. And just outlining a bit. Okay. Now, just scratch in a few little outlines, I call them, or guidelines. You can make them less noticeable if you add more paint on. Okay. Now let's add in a door. Some ivory black. We need some way to enter and exit the building. Okay. Now, scratch off the bottom. And you can go back with your cadmium yellow and green color and just tap out a few little indications here and there. And maybe there lives a nice little path. Some ivory black and Van Dyke brown. Maybe there lives a nice little path somewhere out in the distance. Something like so. Let's put in a fence. Poor guy, he needs his privacy. Load up a bit more paint. Just like so. And that dark sienna and white, just to highlight, just a bit. I don't want to overdo it. Shoot, just like so. A little bit on the dirt. Just a little bit here and there. And let's put in last detail. Don't tell me I don't have a script liner brush. Give me 1 second. I know I have a script liner brush nearby. I just don't know. I didn't know I didn't have it there. Guess I don't have a script liner. So I don't have a script liner. I guess all my script liners aren't with me, at least. So what I'm going to do is grab a palette knife. We're gonna try this out. And load up some paint on the edge of your palette knife, as you can see there, and just touch and just scratch out a few little birds. See? More pressure, the more thick the wings get and all that. There you go. Simple. I'm gonna scratch in a few little things. You can scratch in a few stick, twig, whatever you want to call these. And if you change your mind, just cover it up. I'm gonna go into some cadmium yellow. Really highlight this section. Few over here. And I think that's it for today's painting. I really hope you enjoyed today's painting. I enjoyed making it for you guys. And I hope you try this painting out. I like to see photos of you guys trying this painting. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. Take care, my friend, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.